I saw the whole game. Dancing on the wedding floor. Flip flop, they was giving the vibe. All the teens at the dancing floor. Lollipop with a Peggy Sue. God made the fire, was they even there too? Splish splash, I forgot about the bath. I went and put my dancing shoes on.
Because you wouldn't do it.
That's what we need to put on the.
You know what? I want to say happy Valentine's Day to a lot of people. You know, as I got really excited this morning when the Night Shadow came up to me and he said, "Happy V Day," and then I was all like, "Yeah, finally!" And then I found out it was V stood for Valentine's. I was like, "Oh man."
And welcome to Horror Kung Fu Theater, the most educational show this side. I can't even say it because it's a lie and I start laughing, so I'm not even going to say it. Well, it's a special show today because it's our Valentine's Day show. Oh, all the love coming through the air and everything. So you people out there never gave me love when I come into the ring. You guys boo me. I had a little kid come up to me one time, one of them little ranchero kids with a Mexican hat, cowboy hat, coming up to me. And he had back in the days when I was somebody, he had a picture of me and a pen so I could sign the autograph. You know what I did? I broke the pen and hit his hat off. And people got mad about that. Do you believe that? Also had some old dried up lady, abuela, over there in East LA, getting all mad. She's all cussing at me like she's a sailor or something, cussing at me. And then I walked by her, and then I felt something hit my head. She had a big old belt with a metal buckle on it. Hit me in the back of the head. Damn. Okay, no respect. But it's Valentine's Day. And actually today is really, even though it's tape, it's Valentine's Day, really, for reals. And that's why all you fans out there got me this. All right, I lied. I bought it off the street right now with somebody selling flowers, some chuti. For all you white people, that's a Mexican dude that dresses like a Mexican. Something like that. Today's show, we have, of course, some of the regulars like Dennis the Menace. And he's here, of course, you know. And we have the beautiful Dana here to sing the song. And we also have the return of a character you've all been waiting for, Ghetto the Clown. I heard he's got another business he's doing. He's doing Valentine's cards. He's selling them over here on the corner right there of Royal Oaks and Mountain. You could catch him over there. You know, he's just sitting down there. You know, those shops, you know, they have the little flowers there and all that. Where I got that, you know. So he's selling some cards, Valentine cards that he made up, and he thinks it's going to be a big business and everything. And he'll also be here for one of his stories, Ghetto the Clown's children's stories. So all you people out there, just, you know, make sure you stay tuned for that. And today's show that the horror movie we're playing, you guys ready? You ready?
Yes.
All right. Hey, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's what I'm waiting for, man. You're a little slow. It's called a special show just for Valentine's, Assignment Terror. Well, it kind of has to do with Valentine's. I should have got a honeymoon, hatchet for a honeymoon. That would have been appropriate, but I couldn't find it, and I was tired last night, so I didn't look. But we have Assignment Terror, and it's kind of like Valentine's theme. You know why? Ask me why.
Why?
Because if you forgot, like all you mongrel dudes out there mostly, forgot to get your wife or girlfriend a Valentine's, that's Assignment Terror. You're scared. I know I'll be scared a lot of times. Oh, it'll be there. Oh, you don't know that joke. Never mind. And some other surprises today. And we also have another guest on here who has a special some secret he's gonna say over the TV waves that has never been before told, and he used to work for the government, and it's about UFOs. Oh, brother. Probably should talk to Dennis about UFOs, man. He comes from the planet Uranus. All right, well, let's go to the movie, and we'll be back. Shaka, brother. Tracy the transsexual. Oh, I'm sorry.
This lamb isn't from the valley. It smells different.
Nobody can tell better than you are.
Grandmother brought only lamb from the valley. But times were different then. If the old convent could have known it was suddenly going to be filled every day with half-naked tourists, the walls would have fallen down.
Because the museum was opened. We've never served so many meals. Nor has the house been so full before.
I'm not interested in making more money if we have to have the devil live in our midst. Aren't we supposed to call that girl?
Last night she didn't ask for a call.
It's 10 o'clock.
Let her sleep. Nobody's expecting her. She came along.
Well, at least. She's sleeping. She's not prancing about showing off parts of her body that should be covered up.
I'm Dana Davenport. This is my song. He's just a traveling salesman, just blazing trails and giving advice for free. Each cold hard face is a lonely place of where you don't want to be. Belittle him for his courage, belittle him for his pride. So easy to discourage the plight of this guy. When he makes his entrance, develops some rapport. He's dismissed in an instant. What am I doing this for? What's the strength? What's the strength? Knows the score. In this business, you gotta close before you open that door. Our reality is the same. We're all salesmen, just playing by a different name. We're all traveling salesmen, just blazing trails and giving advice for free. Each cold hard face is a lonely place of where we don't want to be. traveling salesmen just blazing trails and giving advice for free. Each cold hard face is a lonely place of where we don't want to be. As we approach each morning, just another day. Am I a traveling salesman, just selling in a different way? Yes, we're traveling salesmen, just blazing trails and giving advice for free. Each cold hard face is a lonely place of where we don't want to be. We're just traveling salesmen, just blazing trails and giving advice for free. Each cold hard face is a lonely place of where we don't want to be.
Boy, why not take of everything?
What's that?
Sweet.
I have no idea.
Oh, I'd rather catch you
Something happening on the terrace.
Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry. The door was open.
Good morning.
I'm Laura Barkley. I've come to join my sister. May Barkley. She's staying here.
Yes. I mean, she was staying here, but she left this morning.
Well, did she leave any message? You see, we arranged to meet here. Are you sure she didn't leave any message?
No, she didn't.
Oh, well, she'll probably be back tonight.
Oh, no, I don't think she's coming back. She paid her bill and took away her things.
She must have had to go and pick up some extra shots. I'll wait for her here. You have a room for me?
No.
Let her in, Veronica. We'll do everything we can so that you and your sister can stay together. My name is Marta. My sister is Veronica.
Thank you.
Veronica, why don't you show the young lady to her room? I've just finished tidying it. Tidiness is the motto in our house.
Will you come this way, please?
Thank you.
Please.
We couldn't let her go away. She might have become suspicious.
What are we going to do?
Where's her sister?
She said she was going to look around. She's coming down now.
I'm just going out for a while. If May should come back, will you tell her I'm here?
Yes, of course. Close the doors.
It's just another ugly day in the neighborhood. Why would you want to be my neighbor? Well, excuse me as I hang my hoodie up here on this broken pole lamp I found to use for a coat rail. Don't shoot. And oh, by the way, so you all can have a reason to go shopping, and They will give you a going away party, but for obvious reasons, unfortunately, you won't be able to be there to be able to attend. Today, little Rugrats, we're going to learn a new word. I think I spelt it right. Is it heathern, H-E-A-T-H-E-R-N, or... Oh, I think we got a misspell. Well, maybe we'll say it in a nicer way. What was it, Heathern?
Heather.
Oh, okay, we'll call it Heathern. Well, do you little Rugrats know what Heather, however it's spelled, means? I don't know. I don't know what the word Heathern means.
Throw it out.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and ask my little friend here to see if he can tell me what the word, whatever it is, means. This is duh. Duh. Can you tell us what the word, whatever it is, heathern or heathern means? Oh, I'm sorry. He had a little much to drink last night. I guess he was hanging out at Dell's Bar Good last night. Well, you know, I guess we'll never get to know whatever that word means. Well, like I said, this is Neil. It's just another ugly day in the neighborhood. Why would you want to be my neighbor? And I got a duh here.
Excuse me again.
Here we go, Doug. Get it out of it. Look at that. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I guess that's about the end of that. Oh, you know, I was going to mention that it's that time of the month. I don't mean that time of the month. This is my time of the month. I get to do something.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think I hear this little knocking on the door, and I think it's the landlord come for the monthly rent check. So excuse me as I make an exit out the back door.
Yay!
Okay.
I'm her sister. Are you sure you don't remember seeing her?
I think I know who you mean. She came nearly every day. I'm sorry, there are so many photographers. Perhaps ask the attendant in the cloister.
The other attendant told me you might have seen her.
I know her. Her name's May, and she's taking photographs of these paintings for an English company. Is that right?
Yes. You know her?
Yes, we were going to have lunch together. She said she was bringing along her sister. You?
Yes, that's right. When did you last see her?
A couple of days ago.
Well, when I arrived, I was told that May had just left. But no one seems to know where she's gone. Did she say anything to you?
No, she didn't. I expected to meet her here. Is anything wrong?
No. No, it's nothing. She'll probably turn up later. But thanks anyway.
That's okay.
Enjoy your lunch, Beatrice?
Oh, beautiful, Martha. Really delicious. Wasn't it, Pablo?
Martha, you haven't told us anything about your latest guests.
What can I tell you, Beatrice? You know all about it. I don't know how I put up with it. One must earn a living. Serve more wine.
Martha, what were you talking about, the girl?
Everything's going perfectly. Is she coming down for lunch?
No.
Luis?
Yes,
Take this up to the young lady.
straight away.
Come in.
Your lunch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, but I'm not hungry. Did you know my sister May, the girl who left yesterday?
I didn't really know her, but I saw her several times. She's very pretty.
Did she mention anything to you about where she was going before she left?
I wasn't here. She was sunbathing on the terrace yesterday. Some friends of mine told me, but I didn't see her.
She was sunbathing. Then she packed her things and left. That must have been just before I arrived.
I've got work to do. Excuse me, senorita. Watch out!
Why were you so long with her?
It's just that she kept on talking.
I don't want you ever to enter her room. Now don't pick up from the grocer. I'll go myself. That way I can get out of the house. Wait for me. What are you doing here? Take that back to the kitchen.
What are you looking for?
Some more table napkins.
You know they're not kept in there. But the cash box is. There were 200 pesetas missing yesterday.
I never touched that cash box.
Then who did it? That boy? We'll have to call the police.
He wouldn't do it.
Why do you always defend him?
He doesn't even know where you keep the money.
You're very certain of what he knows and what he doesn't know. Veronica? Luis?
Water without my trunk. Hey, leave me alone. Don't annoy me. Go away. You can't swim. Give me the ball. Come on. Get off. Give me the ball.
Veronica. Veronica.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Back, backy, back, whack, whack, whack. You know, I've been walking down the streets lately, and I get engulfed so much more than I used to in clouds of marijuana. There'd be a dude smoking over there, maybe a couple little girls over there smoking, a couple gangbangers over there smoking, and everywhere. You know, you get high just walking down the street. Well, that's marijuana. And the high you get from that is, I guess, you get to go like this all day, and after about 20 years, I've been smoking marijuana for 20 years. You want to chat with me a while? See, that's marijuana. Marijuana. So I was thinking, what kind of a high do you get from maratuna? Maratuna. Now, say you go fishing and you catch a tuna, and you chop it up and eat it for a few days. You dry out some of it, roll it up in a paper, and smoke it. You're smoking maratuna. What kind of high do you get for that? Well, you start acting like a fish. You smoke it, you go around going, and you seek water.
How do you do it?
You stand under a shower going, or if it rains, you go outside going, or you jump in a guy's swimming pool next door and you go, or you stick your head in the toilet and go, just so you get some water from maratuna. That's maratuna. But what about marathrena? Now, threna sounds kind of like a tree, so we'll say tree, marathrena. Now, some trees are poisonous. Now, if you roll that up and smoke it, the high that you get is you fall over and die. If you get a tree that's like heavy oxygen content, oxygen gives you a high and it gives you an elated, happy feeling. You'll go around laughing at anything. Look at that fire hydrant. Look at that fat woman. Look at that dog's butt. Greatest dog's butt I ever saw. Look at those stupid little girls. Look at that tree. Everything is funny, everything. Okay, now what about marijuana? Forna, that's short for fornication. Now, if you get a forna bush and you dry it up and roll it up and smoke it, you're going to get a fornication high. You're going to go have sex with anything. You're going to hump the nearest fire hydrant, the nearest fat woman, the nearest gopher hole, the nearest mannequin, the nearest barrel, the nearest small car. You're going to go crazy. It'd be fun to watch, though. What about, we go further in this study, what about marijuana? Well, there's no such thing, and this is getting stupid, so we're not going any farther with this. Besides, there's no forna bush anyway. I just made that up, just to be entertaining. So, you see, it's because the gods of stupid are watching me, and they're coaxing me, and there's like invisible angels of stupidity on my shoulders, and one says, think of something stupid. And the other one says, no, think of something even stupider. So that's why we're on this subject matter today. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven who?
7-Eleven down in the boys' gym. Charlie Brown. He's a clown. That Charlie Brown. He's a clown. He's gonna get stomped. Just you wait and see. Why is everybody always picking on me? See, if you were around in the 50s, you'd get the joke. You heard the song. 7-Eleven, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mustard.
Mustard who?
Mustards always smell. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who? What are you, a bunch of owls over there? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Gazornenplat.
Gazornenplat who?
Gazornenplat, EBGB, Wabba, Zaba, Hooby, Wabba, Dinga, Donga, Doink. See, that's the name of my planet where I come from. Someone comes up and asks me, what planet did you come from? I say, Hooby, Wabba, Zibi, Yinke, Waka, Waka, Wooby, Wabba, Digi. And someone else that comes up and says, what planet did you come from? I'll say, Heebie, Weebie, Fleepy, Wop, Fleepy, Plop, Plop, Foopy, Woppy. You see, on my planet, we're not allowed to say the name twice, the same name. It's always a different name for the same planet. So someone comes up and says, well, what planet did you come from, stupid looking thing? Well, I come from Hooby Wobby Zeeby Dinga Waka Doink Flunky Woiky Foiky. So that clears it all up. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Kleenex.
Kleenex who?
Kleenex to your balls. That's where the dirty smell is coming from. Oh, my God. I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there, sincerely from my heart, no matter what planet I come from, especially for all you girls. You girls can come over to the studio and start on me now if you want. Today, I was hoping to cruise the local neighborhood here around here in Monrovia and Duarte and look for guys to bring on the show for you. You know, the guys that their mothers snap them out of the house and they got their guitars, they don't know what to do. We could bring them here. Or they got their puppets or what they can do. Well, I was in Burbank and I found a fella. He actually, he was living in his car and in a parking lot, and it looks like a great life, kind of. But I found out that he's a fantastic singer. He's just out of place. He should be in a band somewhere. So I want to introduce Kevin. I found Kevin and brought him here today, all for your viewing, listening pleasure. Come on, Kevin.
Kevin!
Come on up, Kevin. This is Kevin. We're going to set him up, and he's going to entertain you.
Yay! Yay. All right, let's get
Let's hope
Kevin.
so.
Let's
Okay,
get Kevin
I'm
ready.
done. I'm done.
Good job, Dennis.
Thanks. I made all those up last night. Oh.
You'll have to give me some money, Martha. I have to go to the market tomorrow. Why are you doing that?
Why not? I wore it for the first time at Beatrice's wedding.
That is the dress that man gave to you. And you shouldn't wear it.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't think it's right.
It's not right, is it? But it's all right. When you get all excited at seeing Luis in the courtyard, 20 years younger than you, and it's all right to steal money from your sister. Why do you do it, Veronica?
Do not speak so loud. You'll wake up that girl.
I don't care. I've nothing to hide.
I finally got here.
Miss, I must tell you something.
Well, that's quite a change. I didn't notice. You look much prettier.
Don't touch me.
Have you got a lover? Huh?
I was decent when young, as I am decent now. My house is a respectable house. I don't like young ladies coming in at late hours.
And what about you? All right, all right. Don't get upset. Really, you look 40 years younger. Good night.
Hello, all you white people.
I'm supposed to introduce you. Oh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Ghetto the Clown.
Hey, shut up. All right. Hello, all you white people.
Hi.
How you doing today? Okay. Fight the power. All right. I'm going to be on the corner of Fair Ocean Mountain selling all these Valentine's Day cards, because you know it is Valentine's Day.
Streets don't cross.
Shush.
Well, they do a little bit, you know. In the ghetto, they do.
Close enough for us.
Well, if you want a special Valentine's Day card by your own racist, most personal black person who dresses up as a clown, just go ahead and send me an email at ghettotheclown gmail.com. All right. Anyway, that didn't make no sense. But here's an example.
He's gold. He hasn't even started.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Sorry, bitch. I found somebody new.
Yeah.
That was classic.
One more. Here we go. We got a couple more right here. Came from the top of the head. Roses are red, violets are blue. Shut up, bitch.
Yeah!
Man, that's racist. All right.
But it gets to the point.
Oh, yeah, it does. Straight to the point. Here's one more. Oil is dirty. Slobber is wet. The day I met you, I will always regret.
Yes! Hallmark! Hallmark!
Straight out. You can go ahead and get it at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. All right.
Somebody shoot me.
Roses are red. Bananas are bent. I have to tell you, I got your cousin pregnant. And that's just too bad, anyway. Just too bad, anyway. Just something I had to say, you know. Hold on. One of my baby moms are calling. I'll pick up Tay-Day tomorrow. All right.
Yeah!
Here's one more. Frogs are green. Kool-Aid is red. I just met you last night. Get out of my bed. Woo! I said that to somebody last night. And that's all I got right now. Hold on. One of my baby moms are calling. I'll pick up Tay-Day tomorrow. All right.
Yeah!
Here's one more. Frogs are green. Kool-Aid is red. I just met you last night. Get out of my bed. Woo! I said that to somebody last night. And that's all I got right now.
Oh, you got more, hurry up!
Oh, wait a minute. I think I do got a little bit more. Hold on.
do?
Hold on. Ah, there we go. There's another paper. No.
You didn't change papers.
All right. Yeah, I did. You
just forgot the other side.
All right.
Oh, God.
Roses are red. Violets are blue, even though they're really not blue. But my shirt is blue.
That wasn't on there.
All right. Off the top of the head.
Top of the head.
Roses are expensive. Violets are too. I got no money. Let me borrow some, bitch. All right. Man, this is gold right here.
Gold!
Gold.
Read the next ones. Then I got a couple more.
All right, I know.
This is ghetto personalized cards.
Our love is like a rock. Your love is like a mole. Whenever I'm with you, I want to be behind. I want to be buried in your hole. Wait, hold on. That didn't sound right. That did not sound right.
That's not what I said. All right, that's good enough, Dad.
All right. I gotta go pick up Tay-Day.
Yay!
I didn't.
Oh, man.
Why are you guys laughing so hard?
It's like I want to be buried in a hole, not in your hole. You dirty punk. All right. So now you're going to sit on the chair. Get the booklet and be across your leg and be all comfortable. And then when I count you down, just go, and I'm not going to say who you are, just go, hello, children.
Veronica, look. Scandalizing the whole village. Doesn't it seem strange to you, Veronica, that a woman like that has taken a room in our house?
What are you thinking about, Martha?
About what happened to that shameless hussy. You know, it wasn't an accident. She deserved it.
You mean that girl's the same?
Or worse.
Martha, you shouldn't speak as if you knew the will of our Lord. God has mercy for all his creatures.
Not for all of them, Veronica. Not for all of them. The knife sharpener. Take the knives to him. And these as well.
I'm very worried about not hearing anything from my sister. Are you sure that you haven't received a telegram or a telephone call?
No, not a thing.
Well, don't you remember if she mentioned where she was going before she left?
She said nothing. She left, and that's all there is to it. And furthermore, I'm glad she's no longer here. I know she's your sister, but you're different.
What do you mean by that?
I mean nothing. But have you seen how that Helen Miller dresses? So provocative and indecent.
Yes, I've seen her.
They think it's the modern style, but it's pure indecency. You are also a foreigner, but your dress is normal. It's elegant.
Sometimes people wear other clothes to be more comfortable.
Comfort's no excuse. I would never dream to walk about the house in my underwear to be more comfortable. Will you have breakfast?
No, thank you.
I bought it from an old woman in the village. You'd have to travel a long way before you'd find anything half as good as this.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Who is she?
Her name's Helen. She's staying at the same pension. She'll be back in a minute. Do you want to meet her?
Of course. She looks the kind that is looking for sun and adventures to last them the rest of the year.
Don't you approve of that?
Who? Me? Naturally. They don't do anybody any harm.
Why don't you explain that to the owners of the pension? According to them, unless you're dressed from head to foot, you should be burning in hell, and the sooner the better.
Not so soft. Hard. Don't you feel romantic tonight?
Beautiful. Oh, God.
They caught us.
I see you.
Senora. To bed, he says, and walks away, leaving me alone. Leaving me.
Be quiet. There are people sleeping.
What's the matter? What are you staring at?
You are drunk. Go to bed. Tomorrow pack up your things and leave. You'll stay no more in this house.
I'll leave. But first, I'd like to know what you've got under all those clothes that makes you so different from me, from other women. Let's see.
What are you doing?
Shh. You waken up all your guests. What have you got hidden under there, eh? Come on, tell me. I won't tell anybody.
You are mad.
You must have the same thing as everyone else.
Well, this is Neil again. It's that time of the month. No, I don't mean that time of the month. This is my time of the month. I get to do something. You know, when you all gotta go, you gotta go. Do you ever get tired of using too much toilet paper? Yeah. Maybe you need to go on a toilet paperless diet. You know, when you go to the store and you start looking at the rows very carefully, don't you know they're making the core a lot bigger and they put less paper on the row?
Rip off.
That's right. And how many times do you gotta go? So yeah. I came up with a solution for that. You know, a toilet paperless diet. The first thing you want to do is you want to eat a box of corn dogs every morning for breakfast. Yeah! Maybe about 4 of them will work. Oh, and for your lunches, you can try eating a hamburger for lunch.
Yeah!
And then maybe eat another hamburger for lunch. But please leave out the cheese. It might alter the diet. Oh,
let's cut the cheese.
And for dinner every night, you want to make sure that you eat a Super Supreme pizza, because in the Super Supreme pizza, you're going to get all the vegetables that you're going to need.
Heart attack.
And then now you got the berry bars. You need your sugar and fruit, so you're going to want to try to eat some berry bars for dessert every night. You know, you got to keep your diet on the level.
Yeah,
and believe me, once you go on a toilet paperless diet, you will never need to use toilet paper again.
Yeah!
Yeah, what a relief. Then you get to go just like the way the cats do it. Nice, clean cut every time. Now, you might want to, this may not work for everyone. You might want to go talk to your doctor before going on a toilet paperless diet, because the bad results could be, the side effects is severe constipation. And believe me, it's going to take more than Roto-Rooter to clean out your drain.
Yeah!
So, toilet paperless diet.
Yeah!
Love it. You never have to worry about paper again.
Yeah!
Here comes our club.
Laxatives!
All right.
Good job, Neil.
Good afternoon, Martha. Hello, Veronica.
Good afternoon, Beatrice. You want something, Beatrice?
No, nothing at all. I was just passing by. Now, listen. We have been friends all our lives, haven't we?
Why do you say that?
I want you to know that I am telling you for your own good. It is about that girl who just arrived, the one with the baby.
What about her?
Oh, nothing really. After all, business is business. You can't refuse to rent her a room just because of that. And maybe you don't even know.
Know what? Speak up, Beatrice. What are you talking about?
She's not married, and she's got a baby.
But she told us that...
And don't believe that it's just gossip. She had the effrontery to say in the tobacconist that she didn't know who the father was. Poor little baby. Girls nowadays are just tramps. You know who I was thinking of? That shameless wench that fooled your fiancé and ran away with him. Just like her. Remember, we heard she had had a baby.
Hello, childrens.
Hello.
How you guys doing today? Who cares? Well, I got a story for you guys. And as you can see, it's my personal May story. You guys ready? Because I'm not ready. All right.
I'm scared. I'm not ready.
Once upon a time, there was a nice lady named Miss Mabel. She was going downtown on the bus to pick up her general relief check. For all you ignorant people, that means a welfare check. So, she could pay Mr. Whitney his rent.
Whitey. Still Ed?
It's Whitney, it says Whitney. Whitney his rent.
Whitey.
His rent money that was due last week. Mr. Whitney.
Whitey!
Whatever, he's Mr. Whitey now. Right. Mr. Whitey was a mean guy and never gave Miss Mabel a break. What a cracker. Anyway,
I like Whitney.
Miss Mabel didn't have enough money for the bus because she spent her last nickel on cat food that she had been eating. Now, first off, she needed cat food because people food was too expensive, in case you guys didn't know.
Denzel, man. He's a pussy.
She tried walking down the street, but her bunnies were killing her. She went back home and didn't even get a chance to sit on her couch when there was a knock on the door. It was Mr. Whitey coming for his rent money. Miss Mabel thought, what am I gonna do? She hid behind the couch and permitted not to be there. Pretended not to be there.
Where'd that guy put that phone in his titty?
Mr. Whitey, I know you're there.
Mr.
Follow the
Whitey
leader.
Said, I know you're there.
Mr. Whitey yelled, I know you're there. Follow the leader, open up. Miss Mabel said, there's no one home. What a dumbass. Miss Mabel figured it was useless to hide from Mr. Whitey and open the door. You got my rent money, bitch. Miss Mabel started to cry and tried explaining to Mr. Whitey about the bus and hurt feet. She also told Mr. Whitey if she could please wait until Monday and she would have the rent money for him. Mr. Whitey then said, you need to give me some sugar, baby. So that dirty Mr. Whitey, after the sugar, Mr. Whitey threw Miss Mabel out on the street and she was homeless. The end.
Yay!
Major motion picture coming up.
Oh, God. All right, one more thing and we're finished. Doesn't do the first class.
Hey, man, you misspelled a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you didn't help either.
I think you misread a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that too. Yeah. All right.
That man was not your husband, was he?
My sister doesn't want to hurt you, Laura.
But who was this man?
Are you going to tell us? I'm afraid it's useless, Veronica.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Rubbed on this, relaxing in the tub. Thinking everything was alright. So I stepped out of the tub, put my feet on the floor. I wrapped a towel around me and I opened the door. And then splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. How was I to know there was a party going on? It was a splishing and a splashing. Yeah. Going and a strolling. Moving and a grooving. Oh, splishing and a splashing. Yeah. Rolling and a strolling. Moving and a grooving. Bing bang, I saw the whole game. Dancing on the wedding flip flop, they was doing the bop. All the teens and the dancing bars. Lollipop with a Peggy Sue. God, Mrs. Molly was a even there too. And then splish splash, I forgot about the bath. I went and put my dancing shoes on.